And we are live. Welcome, Crypto Warriors, to the Gentleman of Crypto, episode 442. Today is Monday, July 29th, and I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 3-ish. I have some great news stories for you today, starting with our top story. Circle CEO to testify before the Senate on blockchain and digital assets. Australian draft bill excludes digital currency from new cash payment limit. Judge rules to extend Bitfinex and iFinex case in New York. And last but not least, Open Bazaar developers launch a crypto marketplace for mobile. So some great news stories for you today. But first, let's get to our crypto coin winner. Shout out to Bergtown Music Group. Thank you for your comment. Based on our question about the IRS, we talked about the IRS letters last show. They sent out 10,000 of them to remind people to amend your taxes or whatever. Shout out to Bergtown. He said his brother was too scared to open the letter. Not surprising there. But shout out to him for that answer. We'll be sending those free crypto coins to you. But first, let's get into some market updates for today. Quick rundown of the prices. Right now, Bitcoin is at $9,497, down 0.2%. Ripple still at 31 cents, up 0.03% today. Ethereum resting at $210, up 1% today. Bcash is at $305. Do not know how, but down 0.1%. EOS at $4.18 is up 0.58% today. And Litecoin still struggling to get back above $100. It is at $91 right now, up 2.8%. So that is our rundown of the prices for today. Let's get into some of the people commenting. Hey, Tony Nolly, what's going on? Crypto and culture, what's going on? Antonio, glad to have you here. Tessa, congrats on your upcoming speaking engagements. Thank you. Yes, just posted a list of speaking engagements around the country. I'll be all over for the next few months. I'll be adding dates to that list, and I'll be updating as I go along. But definitely check out on Facebook if you're watching on my page. Those lists are there, or on Twitter if you're watching as well. Those lists are there as well. So first date is a private event. So for those of you asking who are in Atlanta, that is a private event. It's invite only. However, I will be around for book signings. And if you are in the general area, I'll be able to sign your book for you. So that's the first one, August 3rd. That week, next weekend, I'll be in Atlanta. So thank you for all the support from everybody. And I can't wait to get out there and meet some more people. So let's get into our top story of the day. Circle CEO to testify before the Senate on blockchain and digital assets. Oh, yeah. So if you know about the industry right now, we're going through a change, it seems. It seems as though a lot of blockchain and Bitcoin companies are having to show up in front of the Senate and explain what this magic internet money is or what this new technology is, because they're very interested. Circle co-founder and CEO Jeremy Allaire is scheduled to testify before Congress today as a representative of the Blockchain Association. Now, this is a business organization comprised of blockchain advocates. So this is sort of a self-regulated body. He'll testify before the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs in an open session hearing. This hearing is called Examining Regulatory Frameworks for Digital Currencies and Blockchain. So one of the things he'll have to do is he'll have to talk to Congress about creating new policies tailored to digital assets, because basically there is no set way to determine what to do with digital assets. You got the IRS calling it property. You got the CFTC coming in. You got the SEC looking at securities. I mean, nobody knows exactly what to do and has a clear guideline for digital assets. So he states here, Congress should adopt national policies that define and establish digital assets as a new asset class and develop appropriate rules and exemptions for digital assets. This will require legislation that likely changes our existing commodities, securities, and banking laws, among others. Now, for those of you who are hardcore crypto people, I know you're probably steaming right now, like, oh, we don't need any regulation. However, I think the regulation he's talking about is for things like tokens, secure token offerings, different things like on the commodities market, being able to use digital tokens instead of actual paper stocks and bonds and commodities like we have now. So if you have those digital tokens, we'll definitely see some change, and Congress they'll have some sort of legislation there. So it states here, United States, are they falling behind on blockchain? Allaire, he's actually has a fear that the U.S. is going to fall behind in blockchain development. For those of you who are involved in Bitcoin and blockchain in the U.S., this is an issue simply because of regulation. It stifles everything. Every time somebody takes a leap forward, we take two steps back simply because they have to wait and see if it works. As you can tell with Libra, as soon as they came out, Maxine Waters, every senator alive, was trying to grill them about their cryptocurrency. So trust me, this is just the beginning. Alaire has stated that without a sound, pragmatic, and agile national policy framework for digital assets, I am concerned that the United States will not be the world's leader in this critical new technology. And you would be right. We are getting left behind by China, by Japan, by a lot of countries. I mean, even Iran right now, they have allowed cryptocurrency mining in their country simply because we've shut them out of the monetary policy. So we're definitely behind on that because we want to regulate and be the world cops. Unfortunately, this technology doesn't work like that. It's for everybody. So we definitely have to get going in the US. So let's shout out some of the people I have coming in now on YouTube. What's going on, Gervais Wright? Yes, Tesla Hall, the USA is so slow, like slug slow. Yeah, it's ridiculous how slow they move. And for those of you who are getting those IRS letters we talked about before or hearing about it, they talked about it in 2014. They're just now sending letters 5 years later. So if you need an idea of how slow their regulation is, that's a good example right there. So let's see who else we got on Facebook here. Thank you all on Facebook joining in. Let's see. Let me make sure I can pull it up here. Monique Michelle, Winona Muhammad, how you doing? Yes, John Spellers, what's going on, man? Appreciate you joining in today. So moving on to our next story. Here we have Australian draft. Australian draft bill, sorry, take a little bit to load, excludes digital currency from new cash payment limit. So Australia's government has delivered supportive statements on crypto as it looks to exclude the sector from new restrictions on cash payments. If you know about cash payment restrictions in the US, anything over 5,000 can get you flagged now. Anything over 10,000 is definitely getting flagged. And some people will try to be smart and say, oh, just say 9,999 every day. That gets flagged as well, reoccurring payments. So in Australia, their cash payments for goods and services that exceed 10,000 Australian dollars or 6,900 to us, you will be, constrained to that. However, lawmakers, in order to prevent the disappearance of such currencies from the local economy, they would lead to a block on freedom to innovate. Digital currency is described here as a new and developing area in the Australian economy. Unlike physical currency, it does not have a firmly established regulatory framework or industry structure. This makes it difficult to apply the cash payment limit. One of the things I want these people and regulators to understand is, who cares if you set a limit? People are going to send what they feel like sending. You can regulate the exchanges, centralize. There's always a black market. There's an over-the-counter market they don't even know about, or that they do and they can't stop. So I'm pretty sure if they even tried to set a limit on how much crypto you can send, people would just laugh and it wouldn't stop anything, because Bitcoin is 24/7. Good luck catching everybody who sends crypto payments over that amount. So Australia, as it was reported before, they have a mixed track record on crypto. This year, it emerged that authorities will go after individual traders for tax purposes, demanding access to user data from exchanges. So they're not the best as far as government being lenient on cryptocurrency. However, this is a step in the right direction simply because this is a waste of time, resources, and tax money if you are seeking to catch people and stop people from sending over the 10,000 limit. So if it's approved, Australia will implement the $10,000 limit starting January 1st, 2020. This is terrible for the space. And I think in Australia, I mean, they're all over the place with their regulation. This is crazy. But, at some point, people will literally laugh at rules like this and say, hey, it's funny that you all tried to stop something this powerful and this global. Good luck to them. So once again, Australia drafting that bill. Good luck to them. Moving forward, let's see what we got in the chat box. Seeing a bunch of people jump in. Richard Terween, what's going on? Got his hoodie on. Wears the Superstars collar shirt. Nah, got my hoodies back on. Definitely not changing that at all. Let's see. Crypto Key, what's up? What's up? Glad to see you. Tony Nolly, let's see. Zay, are you familiar with and what have you heard about the Nash exchange? I am not familiar with that, but I'll put that in my notes to check out later. The Nash exchange. Thank you for that. Let's see if we got any new people here on Facebook. Same people on there. All right. Thank you all for joining. So moving forward, A judge rules to extend Bitfinex and iFinex cases in New York. So yes, Justice Joel M. Cohen of the New York Supreme Court has ruled to extend the preliminary injunction in the ongoing case of crypto exchange Bitfinex and Tether's parent company iFinex. So if you followed this story, if you followed us for a while, you've seen that Tether and Bitfinex were under fire because they were saying that they had $850 million that they covered up in losses simply by printing more Tether. And once it became a big deal, it got put in front of the New York Attorney General. And, in Bitfinex, they allegedly lost all of that money. And when they got a $900 million loan from Tether's cash reserves, they said that it was riddled with false assertions and that this money is actually real and that they actually made it. So this is what's going on in this court case right now. However, the judge is pushing it back. So Cohen, the guy who's actually on the case, the justice, he gave a 90-day extension. So we won't hear about what happens for another 3 months. Glad Tether can print out some more Tether over that 3-month period. So you can keep the market pumping, as some people would say. But it is interesting to see that at the same time that they lost this amount of money, they all of a sudden got all this new money from Tether as an investment. So that is what the court is looking at now. And for those of you who do not know what Tether is, it is a stable coin that you can use. It's supposed to be one-to-one, and Bitfinex was allegedly allowing them to just print as many tethers as they wanted, send it to them as a loan, so to say, and cover the losses on an exchange so that users didn't know either way. So that is where all of this comes from. And unfortunately, it's almost $1 billion worth of damage. So this is not going away. New York's Attorney General is not letting this case go whatsoever. So we'll see what happens with that. But just want to throw that in there because a lot of people are interested in what will happen with the price. If Bitfinex is told to shut its doors, or Tether's told to shut its doors, would that tank the price? Would that make everybody panic? People don't know. So that is something to look out for, and we'll keep reporting on that story as well. So a few more people coming in on Facebook. Let's see. Tim Cottrell, Kenya Myers, thank you for coming in. Frankie J. Hernandez and Christopher Appleberry. Let's see. Manona Mohammed, let's see. Want to know more about stock market and Forex? We're mostly crypto based. However, if you want to learn more about it, you can go on babypips.com. I'll throw that on here for those of you who are just getting started trading stocks, Forex, crypto, everything, the basics you need to know. Start on Baby Pips, and that's a good site to start for beginners. So you can start there and learn about it as well. I'll tell you what I know about crypto though. So let's see. Throw this on here for the YouTube crowd. All right. So Madam Crypto, how you doing? Thank you for joining in. Ramo Jones, Allison Thompson, what's up? Blue Fig, my man, I ordered the book today. Appreciate it. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate all the support. Shout out to everybody who's ordered the book, who's left comments on Amazon, great comments on Amazon, who's left ratings, all of that. If you got the Kindle version, that's good. Audiobook will be coming soon as well. So thank you all for that. And let's see, Jason Young, what's going on, boss? Clarence Dennison, what's going on, boss? Thank you all for coming in as well. So hold up, get a sip of the greatest juice ever. I'm doing a free promo. If you haven't had Martinelli's greatest apple juice ever. So let's get to our final story of the day. Open Bazaar develops a mobile app for its crypto marketplace. Oh yeah. So shout out to Open Bazaar. Love Open Bazaar as a platform. It is one of the first online decentralized marketplaces I ever saw. It is software that you can download. It's an entire marketplace. I actually write about Open Bazaar in my book, Bitcoin in Black America. I write about it in there as a way for you to sell your goods in a decentralized place, as well as, in a centralized place if you want. So it's great that they announced a partnership with a mobile counterpart called Haven. Haven allows users to buy and sell goods directly with each other using cryptocurrencies without relying on a middleman or gathering shoppers' data. All right, so that's one of the key parts. Those of you who are still mad at Facebook, still mad at these companies that are mining your data, this is a way to get around that. And I'm glad they have the wallet app simply because it is easier for people to access it rather than having to download software and then sift through it later. The UX and the UI is a lot cleaner now. I remember when I started using it back in 2015, maybe it was it was a Wild West, I can tell you that. But the app is now much more organized, much cleaner, much more easy to use. It has 4 sections: social, shopping, chat, and a non-custodial multi-wallet. For all the features of the peer-to-peer network, user information is stored locally and protected with end-to-end encryption. So you don't have to worry about your data or your information getting out there. It is saved locally to your machine or to your computer. So that is good to see. I love Open Bazaar as a platform, and I know going into the future, peer-to-peer, decentralized marketplaces will be the way to go. So let's see. JC Young, oh yeah, that's some good juice. Absolutely, best juice on the earth. Thank you, Alex Thompson and Ramo Jones, for the tips. Just now seeing them come through. Appreciate you. All the tips that everybody has sent to the Gentleman of Crypto. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. Let's see if we have any more on Facebook as well. Salute Varian Rose. Thank you for joining in. Deshaun Lockhart, you as well. Appreciate the support. Thank you all for joining in. But yes, finishing up with Open Bazaar. They have 250,000 nodes since its launch have joined the permissionless network, and they have a core base of several thousand who frequently use the software. So if you want a peer-to-peer decentralized way to sell your goods or to buy goods, Open Bazaar is definitely one of the best ones. Been using it for years. Haven't used it as much lately, but definitely great to use. And Haven is available in the App Store and on Google Play. So look up Haven, Haven, download that. And then you can actually use Open Bazaar as well. So good to see there. Good to see everybody who is in the space, definitely doing decentralized stuff for business owners. So we're going to wrap the show up today. Couple of things. Make sure you pick up Bitcoin in Black America, now available on Amazon. You can get the Kindle or the paperback version. Audiobook coming soon. The dates for my speaking engagements coming up throughout the rest of the year have been posted on Facebook as well as Twitter. You can check that out. If you would like for me to come and speak to your city or in your city, let me know. Email me and we can set that up. And I definitely want to thank everybody for the support thus far. Make sure to leave a comment on Amazon. And for those of you who watch the show, I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.